Are we on? Okay, sorry. Production crew's working on this. So, just before we got on, we were talking about where we're going. I just talked to a friend of mine first, get on later. Um, this time of year, we're talking, I need to set the volume off. Um, we're talking cold water fishing and don't have as much experience as I would love to share with you. So I've been calling on people, and Ray actually had showed me some great stuff. Just showed me a picture of a dam that he fishes. That this time of year, it's actually interesting. A lot of the places we fish tend to drop the water because for repairs or whatever reason. And Ray was saying, I have never seen this or that, and there was some mound there. And he's like, this is where I was catching all my I didn't even know this was there, right?
Yeah, good
And
old ledge.
and when I so growing up in Tupsaw Lake, Jersey, they used to drop the lake. Not every year, all the time, but they used to drop it so people could fix it. And as a kid, there were two things guaranteed. One, we'd try to cross it and we get stuck in the middle and lose our boots and smell like shit, and our parents would get pissed off at us. But two, we pick up all the lures that everyone missed. This was like
All
why we.
logs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
was that was like the best thing. It was like shopping. But
But
what we didn't realize at the time was this was the ideal opportunity when they dropped the water to see structure, to see what was out there, the mounds, where the streams came in. Because when a stream comes in, it cuts a channel into the base of the lake, and we
why
don't
it holds fish in the summer because it's colder water.
hold the water.
Yeah.
So you got all this warm water that even though it's running, still sinks. So I never really understood that as a kid, but now I actually do. So when wherever you're at, the water drops. This is your perfect time to realize the structure you're around you.
Investigate.
Yep. And
I mean, if you knew about it, then I lost about 30 hours up there, and that's it. Love to be reclaim some.
and
Pretty
you
crazy though.
and you still get everyone else's lures.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm saying is if they drop your area for repairs or whatever, don't just take it as a time to
Kind of cool thing too. Pocket is there's little pockets. Pockets a whole fish.
oh
You know, I mean, they get stuck and they get trapped in a little area.
well this is where I was going with that because we were just talking about musky stuff like that.
Yeah.
And where I was going was right. Why don't you share your musky thing?
So they, the last time they did this, kind of they lowered one of the dams to do repairs, just routine checkups, concrete. So the last time this happened, I actually was fishing and it was real low. Spot that I took Mike to last year, so he could vouch. But the water went down so low that I actually caught my first muskie. I was literally fishing, which is a big area when we're up there. So like rocks and little pockets, and that's all I did was just trying to catch walleye and the
Well,
first muskies.
what I'll say about that is my big area, not like I
You got
can
a jam right in front of it.
I can literally cast the whole area, but it goes, there's the dam, a ledge, a deep part that comes up to the rocks, right?
Well, where
So,
the water comes over the dam, it actually cuts under the dam ledge
yeah.
and builds back there. So what that does is late fall, early winter, walleye run upstream for example. When they run up, well, they get underneath that to get out of the current. Current's not what's coming down once it comes over, it's coming down, but most of the time it's running hard, it's running. But they're way back up in there, man. So when you throw lures, if you get them off that ledge,
And let them drop.
baby,
Yep.
hang on. It's a good
So
time.
that's where fall fishing gets a little more technical
Yeah.
because, especially, this is an interesting year. I haven't mowed my lawn. When was the last time you mowed your lawn?
I actually mowed mine last week, and it was the first time I did it in probably a month. And I believe I dusted out all my neighbors, so I just shut it off. But the nice thing is the leaves that fall right now, because I have a little bit of woods around me. The leaves that I run right over them, man. It didn't clog up my mower or nothing, because then things are just so damn dry. It just come right up. So that's basically all I did was just sit
So
around and cut
what the fuck does this have to do with fishing? Mowing your lawn? Well, because
leaves.
water. Wait,
Like,
wait, wait, wait,
oh,
wait, 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 wait. We have we have not gotten rain.
yeah. So the water's low. The water's going to be clear. Problem with that, the biggest problem, fall fishing. My
Hmm.
number one bitch and complain for fall fishing when these damn leaves fall off and you're fishing small streams and the leaves are all over the place and you're trying to just work right through something and the leaf. Dude, their leaves are relentless and then it's like fishing in the weeds, barely throwing that shit off.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
what's up, John Coverly?
I'm gonna tell you this. That's a first world problem
What?
because in my world, I don't mind the leaves. I hate wind. You guys know this, but the leaves I don't mind. But when the water gets low, especially spillways, you're exposing small pools. I have caught
Big fish out.
big fish,
Big,
walleye,
big
and
walleye.
that's what he's talking about. He caught a muskie
Yep.
out of that pool because it was so low, it went over the spillway, and they're starving.
Hey, hang on. John Coverly's on YouTube, so I just want to shout out to John. John, America, baby. The America Senko. I was working at a lady's house. They had a pond on their yard. I said, I'm going to bring my rod, one worm. I took the Castanastes, America worm, threw it out, first cast, large. So reel it in, release it. About 12 inches. Cast back out again, another largemouth. I caught 5 largemouth in a matter of 10 minutes. Came back and then the lady tells me, nobody's fished that pond in years, but there's a lot of fish in it. I'm walking in there. I'm
So,
getting every freaking
uh,
great.
can we fish it?
It's not even an acre pond.
Don't care.
It's like a pond. But it was so fun, dude. No, it's far. It's all the way down where I was at working.
So
But I love the ride.
I got Doug Rubitsky on. This is my boy. I got Linda Caparelli on. Dr. Caparelli. So you guys, thanks for coming in. But let me continue with what we were talking about. This whole idea of cold water fishing, when we're going up north, I'm not really good at this. So we got a couple people that we talk to, but I'm really not good at cold water
So,
fishing.
so
I
really,
know
right
that,
now the water's
hold-
not going to be as cold as
but what are
it's
we
going to be.
looking for? What's the temperature, Rex?
Probably go up. We're going to probably have water temperature between 60.
But what do we want?
Oh, I would like anywhere between 52.
Okay.
It's just prime walleye fishing. Go. I mean, first it might be slow. It's almost take care of fall. Don't get shit done in the afternoon. You have like an hour. boom, 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 and it dies off with the walleye or
So, to those that don't know, walleye are they're in the same family as a yellow perch, but they're way more fun and way bigger. But what I don't know is my experience with perch, right? I fished yellow perch and I had some of the biggest slams. I actually the first pull a fish out of the boat. But my experience is after the slam, they kind of let you pull them in.
yeah, yeah. Like I always do good on Yelp for early late. Well, actually, I should say late March, and I fish a place up in Downingtown, Marsh Creek. Really good spot. Husky spot too.
So so when you fish perch, are you looking for a fight? What are you using? What
When I fish for perch, I'm looking for. Well, back in the day, I used to eat
I guess what I'm
walleyes,
saying is,
minor, but some of them are nice. That you keep some. So if I was going to go out and catch something to bring home, like a perch fry, you know what I mean? I would use regular night crawlers, just like break them in half, all that. But you can pot fish. Like the
okay.
fly weeds, but as you're going over, the boat's going over, you can see where they're sitting. You can toss out. As the worm hits the lure, they hit. Literally watch them hit.
So I guess what I'm saying is I'm asking you this because I don't know, but I know you have told me in the past that I need almost an ultralight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll fish with the trout pole. I'll fish with like when I'm going trout fishing with for yellow perch.
Why?
They're not big. They're like fishing for trout. Small.
What about walleye? Walleye
Walleye.
are big, but
Walleye.
you actually mentioned to me last night that I should use uh
Something light action. The reason is walleye. Walleye's not going to be like a bass or a smallmouth or a snake. It's not going to come up and just crush it, and you're going to go on.
so
Unlike
why
like
am I using a
because if you're bait fishing, feel it. The walleye will actually almost feel like you're hooked caught on a tree. Like under, you'll feel like you're hooked almost, and then you just lift up real easy. And if you'll feel it tugging, feel a head shaking. But that's where they're at. They're like in the sticks and the areas. They're under ledges. When you have water that's coming over on the other side of ledges, they're just like a smallmouth. Like everything that they run in schools. So once you find them, there's a bunch there.
walleye runners?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So,
So this is the like as someone who's not really familiar, this
but
is
they're
what
fun. Not at jig heads, Mr. Twisters. Mr. Twisters. Those chartreuse, white, yellow.
same like you're talking same Mr. Twisters that were from the 80s,
Yeah, Mr. Twisters.
the old school
Well,
Mr.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you just
No,
need,
no, no, no.
you know, that's all you need. Something chartreuse, about 3 inches. Little tiny jig head, 1/8 ounce jig head, quarter ounce if that's what kind of current you're in. Fishing in the river where it's running pretty good, well, then you're going to want like a quarter to a 1/2 ounce, but you want to steadily be moving because
Okay.
it's a rocky bottom, so you're going to lose a lot of hook. But the good thing is like now I wouldn't use an ultralight necessary if I'm going to 1/2 ounce jig. I'm not going to use light action rod. I'm going to use ever so
Hmm.
yank one. But yeah,
No, this is actually really good. But my experience with I don't have experience with walleye. But I used to catch some big yellow perch.
we're going to have if you catch a perch, you can catch the walleye. Same thing. Um, walleye are just fun though. It's just a better. I don't know. This world catch them. They look awesome when they come out of the water because they have like a flash tone when they're coming out.
And the eye.
Yeah, and the eyes look like a wall. So they're pretty badass. They're a lot of fun. Hey, John said he got some 2 inch grubs.
Oh, does he?
You got 3 inch, John. I just said I need three. You told me you got two. I need three. Every inch counts.
That's what Barb said.
Yeah, well, that's what they say. Every inch they say. Every inch counts.
So, Michael, what I need is some of those videos. I don't need them now, but I just get them. So recently, we have gotten a lot of posts on our brag board, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. I'm just telling my son, my our producer, to load them up because there's some stuff that you see. I added a couple people to our pros list. One's Bruce, one's Dave. These guys, I'm not a cold water fisher. Good with frogs, I'm good with top water. But come October, historically, that's when I stop fishing. Ray fishes.
I fish. I try to fish year round. I mean, even if I go out and I don't catch nothing, I think it's just more.
I can catch crappie.
Yeah, no, I mean, not. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go out like really cold weather.
No,
I'll definitely try some walleye. And you go out
that's
and
why crappie. That's why I said
yeah, I mean, that's something that's good. Like
it's
this
like
year,
sunfish.
I kept telling myself I want to try to get my kayak through, but I kind of feel like well, lately the past week we've had winds. It freaking hellacious winds. I don't even know how people are getting out there and doing anything. But um, I do want to get out. I got a couple of things I want to do on my kayak before I'm done this year. But I'm ready to do like next Friday. We're talking about doing a bank fishing trip up on the Susquehanna.
Y'all gonna be 50 years old.
So I think we're going to do ourselves a little trip next
So
week.
Ray and I
Last
started it last year. I always took off on my birthday, but I'm not taking off on my birthday anymore. I'm gonna take off around my birthday. Mm, My passion is fishing. Ray's passion is fishing. So around that, we're gonna do something. So with that being said,
we're going to do just do home with it. Fishing hops. It's terrible. I'm telling you, for real. Yeah, bad. Fishing pops. It's bad.
I'm just
Telling you.
saying.
I, you know what? It
Oh,
takes for a week for the symptoms to really come on. So just you're not feeling it yet. Next Thursday, you'll
wait,
really.
wait.
Next Thursday, you might have bumps on your head. And you know what to do? That's fish, the first fish you catch.
Okay.
You better find a new brand of smoke. Cigarettes are making making thumbs a little bad.
Just saying. I
Get
need,
off them Marlboro Red and get on some
I need
American
someone,
lights.
need someone to take care of me. Anyway, so we were talking about this. So we got a video. Michael, is it lined up? Oh, I thought it
That's
was.
why I told him don't play long videos because you know we have no.
My I'll add narrative now. Can you hear me now? So this is my boy Bruce. Bruce is awesome. Bruce, I don't. It's, we went to elementary school together. He's married to someone, Spring, who I went to elementary school together. He's a great guy, and this is a beast of a pike. And we were talking about this. Ray hasn't caught this is one of his fish.
The flying fish that has eluded me, man, is the freaking pike, man. Northern pike. Never caught one. Never. I've never. I've seen one caught in front of me. It was caught on the Susquehanna, way up, way up, way up, almost at the New York line. And only northern pike I've ever seen in my entire life. And pictures.
So I'm gonna let Michael play this for a little bit. You're not gonna be able to hear. We're working on this so that we could actually do this, but I might at times edit.
Before you hit play again, hey John, next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday, if you want to go, come with us. Run up on the Susky. Got to be at my house very early, 4:30 a.m.
So skip ahead. Yep. Go. So before he finishes playing this, just to warn you, audio is gonna cut out, but you got to see this fish. This is a beast. Go ahead, Michael. You're doing fine. Don't stress. Just okay. So can we hear now?
I don't know.
No. Okay. So sweet. So we're looking at Bruce bringing this fish in. This is a feast, and obviously he doesn't have a net. Bruce, you need to get your ass a net down there for real. But hey, grab the gill plate. That's awesome. Um, looking at this, I don't know for sure, but been at a reservoir, and this is a beast of a fish. Let's watch him grab this. That's a catfish. I don't know what Michael's. Okay,
Look at that baby. That's a little guy.
no, that was a catfish, but where's the? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Next video, okay, we'll figure this out.
And
I
you,
need, I,
John probably said N9 sound from video.
okay, we need,
What that means. N9.
I honestly, I looked at it, it's gonna cost me another $100, but we need the new dashboard so I can link this in. Okay, so
Oh,
Bruce, pike, pickerel, smallmouth, he's your man. And just added him to our pros. So we have John Coverly, who's a pro bait master. He makes, so John's like a masturbator. He knows bait. We have Dave Dowd, who's a northern fisherman. Then you got us. We are not professionals,
I'm not by a long shot.
not by a long shot, but we're really willing to help out anyone, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you got
I have no. That's what I
me
have.
too.
I have no how.
We
That's
have,
all. No how. No how
but
to.
we got Rodney.
Yeah, Ronnie. We got.
Rodney is an expert. more than us.
Yeah.
Then we also got, so we're trying to get you, none of us are perfect, but we're trying to get you guys people that if you got a question, you send it in and one of us
Somebody
can.
can answer it. You know you're getting a good answer. Like I like me. I'm kind of smart because that
But you're better than most.
that's a great fish trade. The whole thing's good, but if you're going out one day, I got connections up there that I can hit up and find out what's going on with dates and stuff. But
And
yeah, no, I mean,
by
always
no means am I a specialist at anything, but I'm also really willing to help.
connections. There's plenty of people out there that we can connect you with stuff like that. So hey, Coverly, are you coming with us next Friday? Love to have you. Be fun. It's gonna be an all day trip. Bank fishing. We are bank fishing.
Totally bank fishing.
No kayaks, no nothing. But yeah,
Um, so anyway, talking about that trip, Ray and I were talking about it last week. It has to do with water temp.
yeah,
It all has to do with where we're going. Has to do actually this time of year for real in general has to do with water temp. When and wind. But we were talking about going out to this pond or that pond. I'm not going to say the ponds, but if you look at our area in the next 3 days, tomorrow's going to be windy as hell. And then Saturday and Sunday, I don't believe the wind goes over 5 miles an hour, right?
yeah, something like that.
So it's ideal in one way. And for me, I'm a topwater fisherman. I love hollow body front. I love topwater fishing. And really want to try topwater fishing. Don't you think it's gonna work, right?
Oh yeah, I don't think topwater fishing ever really goes away. I mean, I topwater fished in the middle of winter time. First thing in the morning, go out there,
Really?
just yeah, nothing crazy.
But the fish
Like no
that
buzz bait, nothing real fast.
the fish that topwaters, they
Muskies will hit top.
gets I know, but what I'm
Walleye
going
will hit
for,
top water.
they get sluggish
Yeah. Oh yeah, but
and they go deep, dormant. But I don't know. I feel like with the warm warmer days, even though it's getting down in the 40s, I feel like the warmer days I still have a shot at it.
oh yeah, you always have a shot. I think you always do, especially with the heat. I mean, you always have something subsurface. Like
Well,
I like everything. My last couple of fish, I find, but I haven't really tried.
so I got Dave Dowd, I got Ralph Lawrence. All these people are watching. What's your experience this time of year? I love to fish topwater. I want to continue fishing topwater, but I'm a little worried that the topwater bite is just about done. Ray says it's not, but I kind of think I can still go because I'm looking at water temperature. Actually, honestly, mm, I have the fish finder on the kayak, and this time of year, the biggest asset on my fish finder has nothing to do with the sonar radar. It has to do with water temperature.
Yeah,
I'm looking around the pond, looking around where I'm at. If I find the warmer water temperature, guaranteed.
yeah. I ain't bringing my fish finders. They're shallow enough that
Hmm.
I believe they.
No,
You
you're
wait till
right,
like you wait till like lunchtime or so. They're letting that water warm
but
up.
you can't do it first thing in the morning.
No, you definitely it's not at first. Like the only reason I like to get out first thing in the morning to start fishing for all the purpose of Like
No
next
one's there. One,
next week, peak traffic going up.
no one's there.
No one's there, and your best chance in that morning is for smallmouth walleye stuff. It's going to be that first light fight. That's going to be a good fight. I mean, it could be good all day long, but that early morning fight could be really good. That early morning fight could really set it up to where, if you're going to have a rocking ass day or sluggish day. But I fish it some days where I fish 4 hours, then get a fight, and then the last 4 hours caught 30 fish.
Yeah.
I mean,
You,
it's just how it works sometimes. But fishing,
especially, well, and this is why Ray wants to go up Susquehanna. This is a place that from Perryville, right at the mouth of the Susquehanna, to 2 hours, 3 hours up where we want to go, it could change drastically.
oh yeah, water temp. I'm sure the water temperature. I'm sure the water temperature is crazy from up there. Like I know, I had a buddy this week. He was up there. He said 65 degrees. That's above Harrisburg. That's pretty freaking warm stuff.
But you go down toward Perryville,
It might be
that's
70.
it's still tidal.
Yeah,
It's
like
going to be in the
75 degrees down it. Well,
no, but
it's definitely 70.
when I was in the Bohemia, it was in the lower 70s, so that's not unheard of.
Yeah,
And it's still at that point relies on tidal stuff. When you go up north, you're coming off the mountains, you know?
yeah, yeah. So it's definitely. Probably we're gonna start up there. Like I said, we got a couple cold nights for a whole week. It's that temperature count. Like I said, if it hits 60 to 58, good
I'm
small. It's
I'm
good smallmouth fishing. That's good
I'm
decent good
looking
fishing.
forward to fishing out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, something a little different, and you get to
So
see new landmarks, different shit. Because you've been the whole week. We're going up two more dams up. We're going way up, so it's longer ride, a long ass ride. John says he's got that four-letter word to do next Friday. Hey John, called Fishin pox. It's very bad right now. Mike's got a little.
I I'm,
I don't know if it's from the cigarettes he's smoking or what it is, but
I haven't
he's having some issues there. So he's getting fishing pox. So he's starting to feel the burn a little bit.
right here. Generally it starts at your heart.
We don't you're not on camera at
I
all.
know. I gotta pee. But it starts at your heart and then it spreads. So
Pretty much. Yeah, we don't hear. All right, Mike, that's the end of the show. Everybody, peace out. Hang around, guys.
I just off the show.
It's all done. We just kicked Mike off. We just kicked him out. And his kid and getting rid of him. Like, huh? No, he's not gonna be. He's gonna work. He's gonna work for me now. He's probably gonna do Thursday night. Yeah. Yeah, whatever you need, man. Whatever you need. Give me soda every week, pretzel rods, whatever you need. Got donuts if you need donuts. I'll bring donuts next week. That'd be good. Might be too much sugar this time of night. Anyway, but hey, fall fishing. Everybody, Mike's gone now, so now we can really talk because Mike really doesn't know what he's talking about with fall fishing. But it's an exciting time of year for anybody who's ever done it. It's out there. Like I know we all do snakehead, largemouth, whatever you're doing. Go out and like Mike said, get out of your comfort, up out there, get on the Susquehanna. Like Susquehanna's great. You want to go out and catch some smallmouth. Right now, the things are like footballs, man. You catch one that's like 15 inches and probably like 3 pounds, and I don't know. It's a different fight. Trying to look for that different fish, I guess, when you're not catching the same thing all summer. I'm ready for something new. Ready for some walleyes, stuff like that. But but yeah. But anyway,
so
so I'm gonna bring Mike back in now, guys. We'll bring him back on. Hey, here you go.
my
Here you go.
apologies.
You're back on now. I'll let you come back on. I'll let him come back in.
My bad. So my apologies. I had to pee. You guys didn't want to listen. So we're fishing up north, up the Susquehanna, cold water fishing, out of my comfort zone. Like Ray is guiding me.
Guiding them to the fish. I mean,
Actually,
we're
this
gonna
is.
go out. We're gonna go out there. I think we're gonna have a really good day.
I think we are too.
Spinners, not spinners too.
Uh, y-
Inline spinners. Reason.
So actually, this is kind of interesting too because I've actually talked to my students about this. Like, and I sorry for jumping back in and getting off topic, but I talked to my students about what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do with your life? Ray has the, Ray Ray's very successful, and he has his hardwood flooring company. But I'm just gonna throw this out there. What would you want to do if you could do anything with your life for a career?
Um,
And I know this is
you know,
off topic.
no, it really is an off topic because with me getting older in age, I can't do
Yeah,
spring.
you're old.
I can't do spring anymore. Like I won't be able to do it as much. But what I would like to do is I like to maybe be like a sales guy, but have to be for fishing. Maybe like a local company, they want to go sales and they want to branch out. Maybe you just go out, you go find bait shops to something like that. Maybe just be more of an influencer. Go out and fish with people's stuff. They pay
Mhm.
you to fish with their stuff and you stuff and pay you to do it.
So,
But like more, but if I had
but
to
you
do
could
something,
guide people. You could,
I would definitely be.
and I don't mean to totally get off topic.
No,
It's
I
just
would totally do that too. Go out and take out, go kayak fish. Um, if it wasn't really so successful with the kayaks, which I think it would be because there's a lot of
I
guys.
agree.
I think there's a lot of people who don't mind the kayak, but in case you have an older gentleman. Yeah, I mean, pedal all day. They get ready to go pedal 6 miles down river, 6 miles back. That's not going to happen. But that's where I would get a.
What's up, John?
That's where I would get a smaller, um, maybe like a little 12-foot boat. So I could take one person out with maybe, or if I got something a little bigger, we'll take out. But just do. I wouldn't want to get on. So I don't want to go out and do striper fishing out. Even
Yeah.
though I can go out and catch them, know where to go and stuff like that. Don't necessarily need to go out there. Like guys who want to smallmouth, largemouth, so just fish things. Um, want to just do different things. But you get some people who want to like take it. Well, we both know you gotta have a kayak. Folks, not half the damn places we.
So what I've experienced, said this before. I fished the first time with Ray last early May. I went out, and this is 2023. Um, I went out, and he let me borrow his native kayak. Was that probably June?
Yeah.
By the end of that summer, I owned multiple kayaks that I found just on Facebook Marketplace that were reasonably priced. I got my badass kayak. But Ray and I have been fishing religiously since then. And this is a guy that I have fished bass on a lake, mostly topwater my whole life. I have caught more different species of fish in the last year than I have in my. I let me regress. I haven't. Last year I did not catch as many fish, but I caught bigger fish and more
Quality.
species of fish.
You can catch quantity. Quality.
Yes,
Like
and
quality.
Yes,
I'm not really into the quantities. I want the quality.
but but also I had to learn
Yeah,
a lot of this stuff. I never fished for some of the stuff that you had taught me. So the Ray has opened, and because of that, my fishing, I don't necessarily need to catch as many.
yeah.
Like
You go out. You know, go
I'd
out.
rather, I'd rather have a hell of a fight where I'm out there on a kayak and it turns my kayak around, and but at the same time, Ray,
Or you're bank fishing and you have a little tiny crankbait trying to fish walleye and some big 30-pound catfish. You're
oh yeah, 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 I get that, but at the same time, I will say this: you would not be naked
no,
fishing.
I definitely would be. I'd be on the river. I'd be
This
fishing.
was, this is how we actually met and kind of connected because I brought him out snakehead fishing. Now he's caught snakeheads before, but I brought him to a pond. And the funny thing is that the pond I brought him to didn't do well because it was early May. And
It was
we,
really,
but we went back there and now it's a place now, right?
yeah, it was easy. And with the native,
And
now,
it's
now,
also awesome.
yeah, knowing how light that native is, oh my god! And having the boondock system on the back, that's where you can drop the wheels and pull that thing. That thing's so light now. I mean, that makes going that because I would not do that with my old.
Oh, hell,
I would not
can
do.
you imagine me bringing my
And,
old
and
town?
trying to strap that shit all up and run that thing
Oh,
together.
hell.
Yeah, I would. The native, like I said, having the native change that, but no,
I've run an
another.
Old Town 13 and a half with a motor.
Yeah,
That has a time and a place.
yeah,
For,
that's
like,
not that's not the place you take that thing.
there,
That's somewhere you take something light, up in.
but
But
we go to places, even though I have that, which is like Cadillac or kayak,
yeah, but
there's certain places that we go to that
it's
that's
just off limits.
off the book.
Yeah,
That's,
unless you
we,
want to paddle, you are hating like that.
even when we paddle, Ray hates to paddle.
Yeah, I hate to paddle. If I can pedal, I'm good. I'll fish out in 20-mile-per-hour winds as long as my pedals are working.
Hmm.
My pedals ain't working, I'm done.
The two things that I find wind, when you have your pedal's way better in the wind.
It's really, it's even better than your trolling mode.
Oh,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
way
Like,
better
like
than
I watch you having the trolling motor, and
it's
then
way.
pedals like the last time we went up to Rare Lake and we were up there. Same situation. We had wind. You were okay. You were on it. We were on big water, so it's good for you. It made your life was a lot easier. But I noticed as I'm fishing, I'm getting bites. I can I can back and forth.
I can act.
Yeah,
I can go forth.
right. You can go forward. I can be pedaling backwards where you're just steadily going, trying, and then have to turn around. Like I see. So that's really what's. I mean, don't get me wrong. An electric motor, oh, that'd be fun.
No, I get it.
It's
I
big,
totally agree with you.
especially for like the the lake. Perfect because I got spots that are so far out, and I do pedal out there when I'm by myself. If I have people with me, I won't go so far just because.
But
Like,
when I'm
you still out there, sit there, got the little button you got. For you, it's easy. You can go that distance. Go that distance because it's free fishing until you get a dock. But again, it's
no, I totally agree.
but like Bay, um, any really rivers, like over in Jersey or same shit. That trolling motor is a game changer. Like we're paddling, but for
But
me again,
I can travel all the way up
right,
without getting exhausted.
right, like where
But
I
at the same time, if you have the winds, you can do the back and forth.
yeah, I can play around and yeah, exactly,
So
exactly.
it's really six of one, half a dozen, honestly.
Yeah, every one of them has their pros and cons. I mean, one thing though with the pedals that I do enjoy is when I'm out there and I do 6 to 8 miles out there pedaling. It's or like you think about riding a bike and you think 8 miles. Ain't shit. Let me
No,
tell you what, you're pedaling out in the water, it's the shit because it's like being in 10th gear climbing 6 to 8 miles up because all that pretty. You're not pedaling real fast like in first gear. You're not doing that. It's a very hard pull, so it's a.
but you also have the same thing. So or something different. When we fish, I'll go up ahead. I'm like, we ain't going up there. Let's
Yeah.
stay here. So it gives us as a team more diversity that I can go up the river and say it sucks or it's great.
Yep.
So is it worth it? Sometimes, sometimes not. Because at the same time, I bought a kayak. I have an Ascend 12-footer that
Um,
I use that a lot. And Ray will tell you, I have a kayak with everything in it,
but
and
sometimes
and I don't use it.
you just sometimes need that paddle kayak. I mean,
I need the light
yep.
action, something I can carry,
Yep.
and you could have every friggin' thing that you could have, and that kayak is shit if you can't get it out.
I'll tell you what, I've actually really enjoyed the native using it like I did the end of December for the first
You
time. I've been
and you
using.
didn't use the native until we started fishing some of these backwater ponds.
Yeah, when we started doing that, we could for 10, 15 minutes just on a long hike. But it's ever since I've been using the native, and then I started standing up on the native, and I saw the stability.
Is it stable?
Oh, it's very stable. It's like the old town. I mean, I think the old town's probably the most stable,
Old
but
Town's the most
but
stable.
the native just brought out a new. I believe it's called the native. Oh God, Native Predator 2 or something.
Oh, I saw that one.
Dude, this thing looked really nice. Like
That's
I've
the
always in my mind.
it looks like a ghost
Yeah,
color.
I kept saying to myself, I'm gonna go buy myself another Old Town. Now, the bet on the native, I think I'm good. If I was to buy another kayak, so much more expensive than. But it's the newer one. I like it because I don't have to keep rudder up and down like on all right down. It's protected, so you have to pull it. It's not dragging on the ground, and where it's at, pedal drive doesn't as far as.
So the
I mean, it goes down. It still goes down. It's down or deep, but not because I still can't pedal. But with the pedal drive and everything, plus weight so much. It's just a lighter kayak than the Old Town.
so wait,
But Old Town, I do believe my Old Town's more. I walk all over my kayak.
so we could do a whole series on
Oh,
kayaks.
yeah.
So I don't want to get too into this, but
No,
my native, sorry, my Ascend.
but you thinking native now.
I
I'm gonna
know
buy a native now.
my Ascend. I can stand up when I'm getting in, like
You
we're
ain't stand on that.
no, not in the but where I came from last year, um, a lot of it comes from core strength. That you need to be ready to do this shit.
When you're standing up too, you have to have your balance about you.
Yep, but it comes to core strength. I started, in this sense, so funny. You need to work out to be able to fish kayak, right? Because and Ray will tell you this, where I was last year, I couldn't stand on a kayak and stuff like that because I lost a lot of weight, gained a lot of strength. I have no problem standing, but even on the Ascend is nuts. But if I have to land and if I have to land and I have to get in, I can stand on it, and I'm not going in the water. But it became a huge deal this year. I actually really noticed the difference because I can walk all over my giant,
Oh, I know I can walk all over my own town. Like the native, I'm pretty comfortable in the native now.
but it comes down to core strength and balance.
Bouncing something. Not
So if you're not used to it,
and it's not bad. It's not. It's really not bad.
no, the natives are great. Uh, I
It's nice to
can't
come.
say enough about the
Yeah,
old sounds.
well, the old town's just old town. I mean, I love my old town. Is that's my go-to kayak. But the native, if I knew I had other little areas I had to go. Really cool with it. Like
I
I'm
will.
cool to go with the native now when I go places since I've been in it and I fish. I have another crate that I never got rid of, and I'll never use it. Well, now that crate fits perfectly in there, so
Mm,
everything just worked out with it. So now I don't want to get rid of it. And then plus, I do take people out fishing with me. Sometimes I want to take people out and everything. I at least have the other kayak so they can fish or do whatever, ride around, pedal around.
so when I've been out with Matt crabbing on my old town, which is 13 and a half feet, Matt and I could actually switch places on it because it's big enough. It's not comfortable, but it's big enough that like Matt's like I gotta get to the front and he'll go past me. We could actually both stand up on this thing on a freaking kayak. So it's great, but it's not ideal.
I stand probably 90% of the time when
I know. I can. I find Ray
I'm using my pedals like this with my hands to move me
and
or reverse them. So,
this is one of the biggest things because I've actually went into coves and been like, Ray, oh, you're not Ray, and it's because of his hat because he generally wears specific hats, but when I go out there, when you're at a distance, you can't tell, but usually it's Ray's hat. But I've actually met some cool people because I'm like, right, I'm not right. So
oh,
what's your name? And I just start bullshitting
hey,
with
what are you catching? What
them.
fish you got?
Oh, you're cooler than Ray. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
nobody's cooler than me. Not if you're meeting them in Jersey.
Except for me.
Oh yeah, well we're both cooler. We're only one word, Jersey.
Okay,
Oh, I mean
fair
some
enough.
great. I mean a lot of good, especially
We
Jersey. I've really met a lot of people. I
we
didn't really
actually
think about. I've really met a lot of
we've really met actually this past year. We've got to fish with a lot of cool people.
yeah. We've got to meet a lot of crazy people.
More than any year that we've been together fishing. I think like
And then it's pretty bad when now I have
when we
probably like
go in the morning.
I have like 8 or 10 I can text them. Yeah, man, we go tomorrow. We go tomorrow. We go tomorrow. Instead of just you and Greg, I can get Rodney up. I can get Scott up now. John, well, John, he has to do that 4 letter word, so John can't.
But
John,
even like, okay, I'm gonna say one word, cigar. Who is that?
oh, that's Bill. Bill Solanero.
So like we didn't know these people last year. But we have someone like Bill. We have someone like Rodney. Like I could actually, if I was around a bend and I was in Jersey and I smelt a cigar, I'd be like, Bill must be around here.
Bill's around here somewhere.
Yep. And we love that about like all our groups. But for real, Bill's a great guy.
Yeah. So do
These
I.
people are great guys, and for the most part, they're not going to give away secrets, but they're going to help you, right?
I mean, once they get to know who you are,
Um,
they up a little bit. Some people
but we already, by that time, we
like
already know.
Rodney this year send me a spot. in Jersey. Let me go try it. And it was funny because I was there 2 days prior. As soon as he sent it to me, I'm like, I Google Earthed it, and I'm like, this is the same lot I was sitting in the other day. And I was like, this is cool. So that was a good spot. And I went fishing, and it
But
ended up
that's what
being
I
good.
mean. Like, kind of.
We kind of help people. I mean, they're not like, yeah, no, I
But
get
at
it.
the same time, someone came up to you and said, "I want a snakehead fish here." You're not going to say, "Fuck you."
Yeah,
You're going to say, "This is what you need."
start here, you got them.
People aren't.
Oh, I don't care, dude. There's too many fish out there.
I guess for me, everyone looks at this. I see it online and they're like, we're a bunch of assholes who don't share anything. We do share, but we all did our own research.
We're
We'll
sharing
help,
with people.
we'll help you out by guiding you to the right places,
Yeah.
but we ain't gonna tell you.
Like Rodney gave me a spot, so I'm trying to get Rodney out next Friday with us. Go do some fishing up on the Susquehanna. I think Rodney's going. Hey,
So before we,
sometimes they get these people off these comfort zones. Just make that. A lot of guys, that's a pretty big community. Good community.
it's a great community.
A lot of these guys, and it's fun watching these big ones being caught and everybody catching at the same time. Kind of anxious to get Rodney out of his comfort zone. I want to get him a walleye. I don't care if it's 10 inches. I think
Well, we only have a few minutes here, but what I really want to stress is that next Thursday, I turn 27. Not really. I turn 50.
I'm 25 times two.
20.
Always stay like this. Yeah, I'm 26 and a half times two. It sounds good. You see how that sounded? It sounds good.
Okay.
So it's
Uh,
still 26 and a half.
so I'll be.
Are you going to not be on the show? Do you want me to go live next week all by myself?
No,
You going to be here?
I'm. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be here.
Good.
That's a
Yeah.
celebration. And then the next day, we are fishing because.
Fisher box. No, you don't call. You don't get to cough with fisher box. Get the cough. You can't come in. That means you. No, you don't sneeze neither. You just bumps. Come on the show next week. If you got bumps on your face, got it. And the only way to do it is to kiss the first fish you catch. So you catch it, kiss, throw it back in, and all your bumps disappear instantly. It's
Okay.
crazy.
Well, either way,
And then you
I
can go
was
back to
trying to.
school.
I tried to sneeze. I tried to cough.
You're doing past new germs. Pops doesn't. It's not past like that.
Well, I'm just.
Black. It's blacking. Black.
So I might be under them, but I'll still be on. I
See,
got you.
you can't do that. You can't do that. Call out sick. I do call out sick. I can get my playing sick. Like
Oh, I'm not
when I
calling.
used to work for like corporate America, I would sit there and call.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sick.
wait.
And
Let's
then all
go
of a
back.
sudden, and next minutes later, I'm like,
I'm
oh,
not calling out sick. I'm just saying that I'm feeling like I might be under the. So next week on Thursday, you guys should all be. Actually, you should send me money because it's my birthday and just make it. I'm kidding. But my birthday's next Thursday. I'll be 50. I'm almost as old as Ray. Not.
I'm 26 and a half.
You're full
You
of
said it.
shit.
I'm 26 and a half.
You are full of shit. I'll I'll be 50 next Thursday and next Friday. Um, I have an appointment, so we might have to
With the
fish.
with the fishicologist or whatever you want to call it.
No, the person,
Where they shove their hand right up your.
but the dude that try that makes sure I have fishing pots.
Yeah, well, yeah. You know how they check that, right?
I'm a little scared.
You know how they check for fishing pox, so you better say you don't have it. What happens when you're 50? Colonoscopy, buddy. Doctor. Fun.
So the best thing about a colonoscopy, if they when they
You
do
can't.
it,
You're not after you're done. You're no longer full of shit.
but the second thing is when they do it and they shove that thing there and you
You're asleep the
go,
whole time. You're asleep the whole time.
you don't have to be.
Oh no, no, they're putting me out.
But if they do it and you go, ooh,
Dad.
they fuck with you.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. Then
mm.
they get you. Yeah. I'm
Mm.
gonna stop on that. This isn't such TV, you know. But anyway.
I'm just saying, you want to throw a little curve in there that
No, I'm just saying, man. It's colonoscopy time, man. You're 50. That's what you do when you're 50. They actually tell you now. Like when you go to my doctor's office, I go for my time. You should be.
okay. I'm just saying,
No, I'm
when
just
they
saying.
do that,
It's
and
brutal. It's
when I
colonoscopy's a piece of cake. It's the day before.
when I bend over and I'm excited about it, that doctor makes it
What is
really
it?
quick.
What is it? When you wake up, no, lost your virginity, buddy. I was afraid I was going to wake up and the doctor was going to be holding my hips. I didn't want to get put.
You lost. I'm not
But
going
they
there.
put you out. They put you out. Literally, they put me out. And then the nurse woke me up. Literally, I swear to God, it was less than a half an hour. I was just like, whoa. Like it was the best sleep of my life. It was like a 10-minute nap.
Mm.
It was quick. Like, now, the lady
If you,
lady's talking to me. She's like, can you start counting to 10? I went, yeah, sure. She goes, yeah, how far did you get? I think I went 1, 2. God, I was gone, dude. Out.
but if you're aware of this, and when they put you out, and when they wake you up, and you say, "I have soft
But do that next.
hands," and then
Whose
that
hands were touching me?
that was they were, you have really soft hands.
Oh, man.
You know,
Oh,
of their whole life.
oh, man.
That, that you have really,
Wait for the doctor. Like, I had to wait for the doctor to come in and talk to me. So when the doctor comes in, first question out, did I lose my virginity to you?
oh, that was that wasn't. I thought you have really soft hands. Then they're like, "Oh, okay." On that note, I'm gonna leave y'all because
We are
no one,
gold
no
fishing.
one, no one needs to think about that in their dream. Um, people, we will keep you posted on where we're going, what we're doing. We are going up north of the Susquehanna. Ray is gonna hook me up, hopefully. So
Walleyes,
walleye,
always.
boys, flathead. We didn't even count on that last
Yeah,
time.
that was just a bonus.
But we are,
Gone fishing. Peace out. See you guys next Thursday.
and